final match between Georgia Tech and UC Davis. It's all gonna come down to this final solve. And just like that, UC Davis takes the whole thing. Berkeley shows San Diego they're not here to mess around. And Andrew takes that solve from Hamza. What a match.
To this round of 32 matchup of the Collegiate Cubing Championships. We have an excellent matchup for you guys tonight between the number 6 seed Georgia Tech and the number 27 seed Miami University. My name is Martin, and I'll be your host this evening. And just to remind you, we'll be doing a best of 3 sets, with each set as a head-to-head matchup of a best of 7 solves. The first team to win 2 sets will win this match and move on to the next round of the tournament. We want to get this match underway for you guys, so let's take a second to meet our first competitors. On the left side of your screen, competing for Georgia Tech, we have Shahir solving on the WRM V9. He's currently a freshman studying computer engineering, averaging around those low 9s. And then on the right side of your screen, competing for Miami University, we have Joey. He's a grad student studying mechanical engineering, and he's averaging in that mid-17 range. You can see both of these competitors have excellent PB singles and PB averages. Joey's still in search of his first medal, but Shahir has one in the bank as of right now. So these are going to be our competitors for this first matchup. And hopefully we should be able to get this matchup underway for you guys quickly. Now, Georgia Tech won the coin toss that we did earlier, so they will be starting there on the left side of your screen. Shahir will be starting off with the first solve. Now, Georgia Tech is coming into this matchup with a pretty significant advantage over Miami. I think Georgia Tech averages around the 8-second as a team average, and then Miami is more around the 13-second range. So it's going to be an uphill battle for Miami, but let's get this match started off. Shahir coming in with a yellow cross. We got the first couple of pairs in, going into OL now. A U-perm. He finishes with a 9.84. So a strong start from Shahir. Definitely going to be challenging Joey here on the right side of your screen, who's going to be solving for Miami. We'll see what Joey is able to do here. We're going to be getting a white cross here from Joey. That's some smooth turning coming in. Now the first couple of F2L pairs in there. Moving right on to OL. For that G permit looks like. And a 16.39 from Joey. Very fluid and smooth solve. 16.31. Very fluid and smooth solve. Didn't waste a lot of time in the transitions there. So good start from Joey, but Shahir is going to be able to take that first solve for Georgia Tech, getting them on the board early. Now Joey on the right side of your screen is going to be starting off the second solve here. We'll be doing an alternating solves here in the sets. We'll see how Joey's able to respond to this. This is probably our most unequal matchup of the night. They get a little bit closer as we continue through the match. It's definitely going to be tough for Joey to take solves here, but we'll see what he's able to do. Maybe Shahir messes up a solve here or there. But Joey's going to be starting off the second solve of this first set with white cross again. He's got his first F2L pair in, second one in. Going into OL now. Off with what looks to be another G perm. A 20.63 for Joey. So probably not quite what he wanted to see from himself. Shahir is probably going to be able to easily respond to this. We'll see. Shahir is going to be starting off his second solve of this set. We'll see what Shahir is able to do here. We got red cross here from Shahir. Going into PL now. On an excellent solve from Shahir with a 9.13. So Shahir is going to be able to comfortably take that second solve. So that gives Georgia Tech 2 points over Miami's 0 right now. Shahir is going to be starting off the third solve of this set. See what Shahir is able to do. Looks like he's looking at white cross right now. See if that's what he goes with. They got a first couple of pairs in. An 8.96 from Shahir. So Shahir's consistently getting better over these past 3 solves. We'll see how Joey's able to respond to this. Now, it looks to me that both competitors are solving very, very fluidly. I don't see a lot of fast, locky turning. But Joey just a little bit slower, not able to take any solves on Shahir. So Joey's going to be starting off his third solve of the set with white cross as well. A little pause there. Maybe we can recover quickly. The OLL, finishing up with some PLL, and a 17.97 from Joey. So again, Shahir is going to be able to take that third solve. This is set point. One more solve from Shahir, and Georgia Tech will be able to take this first solve. First set, excuse me. So Joey's going to be starting off the last, what could be the last solve of this set. They're on the right side of your screen. We'll see how Joey follows up that 17.84. Looks like we had a bit of a miss scramble. Let's use this time to take a look at our bracket really quick. So we're going into week 3 of the Collegiate Cubing Championship. So we have 6 matches already completed already. You can see we had Maryland defeating Florida State, UT Austin defeating Mississippi State, Vanderbilt defeating Alabama, UCLA defeating USC, and UC Davis defeating Rice. And you can see here that the winner of this matchup will be playing either Tufts or UMBC, which is actually going to be on Saturday. And it looks like we had another miss scramble here from Joey. Hopefully we can get this fourth solve underway before too long. But yeah, we'll see. We got a lot of interesting matches coming up in round 2. This first round has had a lot of upsets. Not upsets, blowouts, I guess, so to speak. A lot of teams taking all 3 sets, not letting the lower seeded teams take many, if any, solves on them. So we'll see how this match ends up playing out. Looks like Joey's going to be able to start his 4th solve here momentarily. I think we're going to be getting white cross again. We're having some trouble finding that first F2L pair. Going into OL now. Finishing up with another G prim, it looks like, and a 17.80 from Joey. 17.72, excuse me. We'll see how Shahir is able to respond to this. I don't think this will be too big of a problem for Shahir. We'll see what he does. It's like he's looking at red cross right now. We're going to be getting green cross from Shahir. Finishing up with PLL. Another 8-second solve with an 8.93 from Shahir. So that's going to be the 4th solve of this set that Shahir takes, putting Georgia Tech up on the board with 1-1 to Miami's 0. So that's going to be the end of this first set. Shahir did not let Joey take any solves on him and puts Georgia Tech up on the board early. Let's take a look at that past set. I think Shahir, we saw from Shahir probably exactly what we wanted to see. He averages around that 9.32 second range. And now this set he was averaging around the 9.21. A couple of 8-second solves there, but mostly low 9s, high 8s. Joey maybe a little bit slower. He normally averages around that 17.5 second range, but we had that 20-second solve in there and a couple of high 17s, and that lone 16 was not enough to bring that average down. So that gives him an average of about 18 seconds. As we can see, Shahir is going to be able to pretty comfortably take that first set for Georgia Tech. Let's take a second to meet the next competitors for the next set. On the left side of your screen, competing for Georgia Tech, we have Vishwa. He's currently a freshman studying business administration. On the right side of your screen, competing for Miami University, we have Emery. He's currently a senior studying French. Vishwa averages around that 8-second range, Emery around that 13-second range. So again, we can see Georgia Tech coming in with a pretty sizable advantage just right off the bat. Vishwa has about 5 seconds, 4.5 seconds there on Emery. So not out of the realm of possibility for Emery to step up and take a couple of solves from Vishwa, but definitely a little bit unlikely. But hopefully Emery is able to lock in, maybe take a couple of solves on Georgia Tech, make them sweat a little bit. But we'll see. Emery is going to be starting off there on the right side of your screen for Miami University on this second set. We'll see how Emery starts off his bout against Vishwa. We're going to be getting white cross here from Emery. Moving into OL now. Oh, and a PL skip for a 9.10. Wow. So, yeah, that puts a lot of pressure there on Vishwa right off the bat. Man, that PLL skip saved him tons of time. And just an excellent solve overall. Very quick F2L, very speedy OLL as well. Vishwa also looking at white cross, looks like. We'll see what Vishwa is able to do here on his first solve. Oh my god, very quick turning from Vishwa. Super smooth, and he gets a 6.58. So Vishwa takes that first solve. Incredible solving by both competitors. Vishwa beats his normal average by about 2 seconds, Emery by 4 seconds. Vishwa was able to take that first solve. I mean, that must have been a really good scramble. Looks like he was able to get F2L done in just a couple of seconds. Going into that, he went into that J perm. Emery getting that PLL skip, gets that sub 10. So both competitors just demolished the averages we had in our database for them. But Vishwa is going to come out on top by about 3 seconds. But amazing solving for both competitors. He's going to be starting off the second solve of this second set. We'll see if Vishwa can keep producing solves like that, or maybe that was a really good solve. So Vishwa starting off on white cross here. A couple lockups and PLO for a 9.69. We'll see how Emery is able to respond to Vishwa's at 9.69. We're starting off on white cross here. Going into OL now. Finishing up with an 11.92. So Emery putting a little bit more pressure on Vishwa than I expected to see in this set. First, Vishwa came in with about that 5-second margin on Emery, but Emery gets that 9.10, reducing that margin from 5 seconds down to 3 seconds. Here, Vishwa gets the 9.64. Emery getting that 11.92. So again, he reduces that margin by about 2 seconds. Excuse me. So he hasn't won a solve yet, but he's definitely letting Vishwa know that he can't relax. He's got to stay locked in, make sure that he's solving as best as he possibly can to make sure that he wins the second set for Georgia Tech. Now, Emery's going to be starting off the third solve of this set. Starting off with white crossing. It looks like we had some more hesitations and difficulty finding pairs there. Looking too good. Finally getting into OL now after about 11 seconds. Went into PLL. A 14.84 from Emery. Not sure if that's what we wanted to see from him. Not sure how happy he is with that 14.84, following up that 11.92. We'll see how Vishwa responds to this 14.84. This probably won't be a big deal for him, but we'll see. He's going to be starting off with white cross as well. He's also having some problems finding pairs there, but going into that J perm, looks like quickly had some lockups, but he gets that 10.09. So he's able to comfortably take that third solve from Emery. Both competitors started off very hot. Vishwa getting that 6.58 and Emery that 9.10. Must have been a fantastic solve. Vishwa following that up with a 9.64. Emery with an 11.92. Emery's able to put a substantial amount of pressure on Vishwa, considering that they came in with that 5-second difference. But Vishwa is not letting up on Emery. So we're going into the fourth solve of this set. Hopefully we should begin any second now. Now Vishwa just has to win this solve, and then he will take the second set for Georgia Tech. Looks like we had a bit of a miss scramble for Vishwa. He's going to be starting off the fourth solve. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see who ends up playing the winner of this matchup, which is looking like it's going to be Georgia Tech. It'll either be number 11 Tufts or number 22 UMBC, which whoever wins this set or this matchup, the next round will definitely be interesting. Vishwa starting off the fourth solve of this set. Very quick F12 going into Ola now. Jump with PL and a 7.88 from Vishwa. We're going to need a miracle from Emery here. That's a fantastic solve from Vishwa. He doesn't let Emery relax at all. We'll see how Emery is able to respond to the 7.88, but this may be a final solve for this set. Emery starting off with white cross here. Having some trouble finding pairs. Couple lockups. Into Ola now, finally. Into the PLL, and he forgets to stop the timer and a 15.08 from Emery. Not sure if that's how he wanted to finish up the last solve of that set, but Vishwa was able to comfortably take the final solve of set 2, meaning Georgia Tech has won 2 solves and will now move on to the next round of the competition. But we will play out the last set so we can have data on all of our competitors and for the all-important bragging rights. I think we should take a look at that match before we meet our next competitors. So both competitors for this second set starting off very hot with the 6.58 from Vishwa. An excellent solve. Probably one of our best solves. I believe that's actually top 2 of our competition so far. And then a 9.10 from Emery. Both excellent solves from our competitors. Vishwa normally averaging 8.65 and Emery 13.04. Emery follows that up with an 11.92. Vishwa with a 9.69. Emery putting pressure on Vishwa there. Then Emery slows down a little bit with a 14.84. Vishwa coming in with a 10.09. And then Vishwa finishes up that set with an excellent 7.88. And Emery with a 15.08. So we can see both competitors beat their normal averages by a little bit. Vishwa by about 1/10 of a second. Emery by about 3/10 of a second. But about what we expected to see from both competitors. Now we're going to be moving quickly into the last set of this competition. We can see Justin there solving the banana before you get started. So Justin's going to be competing for Georgia Tech there on the left side of your screen. He's currently a senior studying electrical engineering, solving on the WRMV9. On the right side of your screen, solving for Miami University, we have Harsha. He's currently a junior studying computer science and averaging around 11.94 seconds. So as we can see, again, Georgia Tech coming in with a pretty sizable advantage, this time of about 4 seconds. I believe this is the smallest gap in times of this matchup. We'll see if this banana helps Justin out at all. Who, by the way, is a very accomplished cuber. In 2024, he was the Missouri State champion in 8 different events. So impressive solving from Justin there. Maybe once the WCA adds the official banana event, Justin will also be able to take the Missouri State champion title for that. But we'll see. Justin starting off the first solve of this final set between Georgia Tech and Miami. They're on the left side of your screen. See how Justin starts off. We're going to be getting white cross. Got some lockups there in F12. Into all now. I think that was a G perm with a 10.35 from Justin. Probably not quite what he wanted to see from himself there. It looked to be an excellent start with the very quick first 2 pairs, but had some major lockups there on F2L, slowing him down quite a bit. Maybe had some troubles finding that last pair, but finishes with a 10.35. So Harsha may be able to actually come in and take a solve for Miami University. Harsha coming in very, very quick. Solving on yellow cross here. Moving into OLL now. They may have done the wrong one. Throws the cube up in the air out of frustration, but he gets 11.53. So he didn't lose by that much, just about a second. I wonder if he kept going and kept solving quickly. Oh, and that was a +2, looks like as well. So a 13.53. Probably not what Harsha wanted to see, especially in response to a 10.35 from Justin. That was a fantastic opportunity for Harsha to put Miami University up on the board. But Justin is going to take that solve by about 3 seconds there with the +2 as well. So Harsha is going to be starting off the second solve of this final set. We'll see what he does. And very quick again with the yellow cross. Big first two pairs. A 9.51 from Harsha. An excellent second solve. 9.40, excuse me. It's definitely going to put a little bit of pressure on Justin there. Probably more than we expected to see in this set. We'll see how Justin responds to this. He had that 10.35. But he had major lockups there in F2L. See if he has more lockups again or if he's able to get that smoothed out a little bit. Justin on his second solve of this final set. We'll see what he's able to do. We're going to be getting white cross here from Justin. A bit slower turning, but a lot smoother. Lockups and PL, and it gets a 9.46. So by just 600ths of a second, Harsha is going to be able to put Miami University up on the board. So he's very clearly very happy about that. The first solve Miami University is able to take from Georgia Tech, and just by 600ths of a second. Hopefully Harsha can keep riding that wave, maybe put some more pressure on Justin, and maybe even take a couple of extra solves we saw last week in the match up against of Rice versus UC Davis, that UC Davis did not let Rice score any points on them until the final set when Ian was able to come back and take, I think, 3 solves from UC Davis, pushing the last set into 7 solves, which we have not seen before. We'll see if Harsha is able to keep this up, or maybe Justin locks in solves around that 7-second average that we expected to see from him coming into this matchup. Like Justin's taking a good look at white cross. He's trying to increase that turning speed. He has some lockups there. Going into Hila now. Oh, and I don't think that's quite what we wanted to see. An 11.42 from Justin. Justin struggling a little bit here to solve around that mid-7 average that we expected to see from him. This is another excellent opportunity from Harsha to come and take another solve. If Harsha had not gotten that +2 in his first solve, he would have not quite beaten Justin if that was, but just Harsha's going to be starting off his third solve. Going into Piela now. And he gets a 9.98, so he's able to take another solve from Justin. A 10.03, excuse me. Another solve from Justin. So Miami University, finally, they lead Georgia Tech for the first time in this entire matchup. So Harsha putting tons of pressure on Justin. Now Justin came in with a 4-second advantage over Harsha. But all their solves have been within just a second of each other. Even that second solve was just 600th of a second of each other. Harsha's going to be starting off the 4th solve of this set. See if he's able to keep up this trend. Maybe put another solve on Justin. Harsha taking a good look at yellow cross there. Oh, got some lockups in F12. Able to recover a little bit going into Piela now. Some more lockups there. He gets a 12.52. A little bit frustrated with that. Had some lockups in F2L and PLL. This is a great opportunity for Justin to get back up on his feet and take a solve from Harsha. Now Harsha is able to put 2 solves on Justin in a row. Justin taking that first solve. just barely. Even without the +2, Harsha would have gotten that 11.53, which means Justin would have won it by just barely a second. But Justin's going to be starting off the fourth solve of this set. He's clearly been frustrated with his solving so far. He's taking a look at white cross here. Very quick F12 going into all and out and finishing up with a U permit. He gets a 9.78. He's able to break Harsha's 2-solve streak over him and take a solve on Harsha. So now it is all tied up. Justin 2, Harsha 2 in this final set going into the 5th solve. We'll see what these competitors are able to do. It's been a little bit back and forth this entire set. Justin coming in with that 4-second advantage, but Harsha not letting that mean anything at all so far. We still have yet to see anything below that 9.46 in the second solve from Justin. Expected to see about a mid-7 average. We'll see if Justin is able to solve closer to that going into the 5th solve of the set. He's taking a good look at white cross here. Very smooth F2L, sub 5 cross an F2L. I think a PLL skip for a 7.70. Definitely going to be difficult for Harsha to respond to that. But so far, this whole set has been quite unexpected. We'll see what Harsha is able to do. Harsha starting off his 5th solve of this final set. Looks like he may be looking at yellow cross here. That's what he's going to go with. A little bit slower F2 on cross. Has some lockups there. Looks like he may have misaligned that middle layer. It's a 15.19. Some clear frustration from Harsha coming off of that 12.43 as well, where we also saw some pretty major lockups. So Justin is going to put tons of pressure on Harsha now. He is now at 3 solves, just 1 solve away from putting the nail in the coffin for this set and matchup. Harsha is definitely going to need to step it up, lock in a little bit to stop Justin from taking this final solve, or taking the next solve, excuse me. Harsha is going to be starting off. Maybe at a little bit of a disadvantage for him just because he's starting off. We'll see what he's able to do. We getting a white cross from Harsha. Oh, major lockups in F2L again. Going into OLL, now PLL. A 10.28 from Harsha. Some definite frustration there from him. Not at all what he wanted to see. We saw lots of lockups from Harsha. And Justin as well, especially in F2L this set. Not sure what was going on. Perhaps it was that banana, but we may never know. Justin is going to be responding to Harsha's 10.28. See what he's able to do. It hasn't been an easy set for Justin to win, but he did come in with that 4-second advantage. We'll see how he finishes up this set. First, going into OLO very smoothly now. Finishing up with a 9.34. So Justin is going to be able to take his 4th and final solve from Harsha by a little under a second. So Georgia Tech is going to sweep Miami, take 3 sets to Miami 0. But Harsha putting up a good fight, taking 2 solves from Justin there. Could have been 3, maybe even won that set with a couple less lockups. An excellent fight from Harsha, but Justin is going to be able to win this final matchup for Georgia Tech. If we can get both teams in the screen here, see the whole Miami University team there on the right side of your screen. Maybe the Georgia Tech team was scared off by Justin's banana, but excellent solving from both competitors there. Georgia Tech taking 3 sets to Miami's 0. Let's take a quick look at that set before we end the stream. Justin coming in with a 10.35, followed up a 9.46. Probably not what we wanted to see right off the bat from Justin. Harsha coming in with a 13.53 from an 11.53 that got a +2. Then Harsha is able to take that second solve from Justin by just 0.6 of a second. Then to take another solve on Justin by a little over a second, but not able to finish off the set strong. Justin's able to take 3 solves in a row from Harsha, finishing up the set. Justin taking 4 solves to Harsha's 2. Justin solving around that 9.68 range, about a whole 2 seconds slower than the average he came in with. Probably not what we wanted to see from him. It looked like both competitors had a lot of F2L lockups. But Harsha getting that 11.79, actually a little bit faster than his normal average. So excellent solving from both competitors. I think that's going to be it for this match. This Saturday at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time on this YouTube channel as well. So we hope everybody has enjoyed this stream. Congratulations to Georgia Tech for moving on to the next round of the tournament. And we hope to see you again this Saturday at 8:30.